There's no doubt about it at all. It's going to finish at the punt road end of the ground. Massive crowd today. The Tigers are going to win the premiership in 2017. The Tigers have got home for the first time in 37 years.
Yesterday whether he felt that his late father and his late brother and his mother, who recently had heart surgery, were with him today. He said he did. Look at that. There it is. It's all over. Port Adelaide. They had the power to win, and it was very much history in the making today.
Performance by this team. They finished the 20th century as the team to beat in the new millennium. As the time ticks down and the Kangas have won a 4th premiership. Well done, Dennis Pagan. You deserve everything you've got today, and so does your club.
Yeah, Johnny Longmire. Billy won't give it back. Peter Bell said, I want that footy.
Well, but tears of a different kind today for John Longmire. Worthy winners, no question about that.
Goodbye 98. This is not
one, and they're going to put a big flag up there in a moment because the Eagle has landed for the Premiers in 2018. Had a terrific day. He kicked straight. He'd be one of the players of the match.
He would certainly be in line for the Norm Smith. He's had 7 marks, 10 possessions, kicked 2 goals for.
They've done it.
But he's got the ball in his hands, Bruce.
A bit of history here. Lee Matthews has been to the top of the mountain for a 2nd time as coach. Once at Collingwood, and now he's done the impossible. Brisbane have won the premiership, and they've beaten the champs. And they've beaten them emphatically with an absolutely irresistible second half.
26 points, the final margin, and it's just starting to sink into young players like Beau McDonald as Lee Matthews sprints out to his fabulous team who've stopped an amazing run by the mighty Essendon.
What a story they are. So the Hawks are so close now. An 11th premiership. Buddy may get the last touch. Dawson deprives him. They've done it. The best team all year. Last year so difficult for them. Back on top of the mountain. So In a season like no other, as I said, Brian, the champions have been able to do what only the toughest and strongest could do in 2020. The Tigers again. The biggest win ever for Richmond in a grand final. The third biggest ever. And Jack, no, yes he does! 5 goals for Jack in the grand final.
A second to go. The Tigers are premiers for the 12th time in their history.
Top shelf, there's the bounce. Both ruckmen hanging on. Kennedy can't emerge with the football, knocked forward by Savage. Canterbury to Malcheski. Is that the grand final? Sydney are premiers.
Smith can't quite get it. Buddy held up. Canterbury's been magnificent. Malcheski 2 goals that he'll never forget. And they're home all right. They've done it. What a team. That culture, the Bloods. That's what it's all about. You could argue forever who is the best team of all time, but as Jason said earlier, this is the best season we've ever seen. Kevin Sheedy joins Dick Reynolds as the most successful club in over 100 years at this famous club. And they have won their 16th premiership. And is there a better story than James Hird? Well, maybe Bargsy and Wallace get close. Mighty scenes here. They did it tough last year in September. Harder than any other team. There's Dean Rioli. Hopefully his turn will come. He's with Robert Shaw, and there's a tear in the eye. The Crows are home. It's ticking away. They've done what we thought was impossible. They've been to Perth, to Melbourne, to Sydney, to Melbourne, and they've come back. And it's theirs!
What a win.
They are a super football team, no question. It's endorsed, it's franked today. 16 of them were there last year. Jarman wins his third, and for 6 of them they win their second. And their first, I should say.
Day, Brad Holdens.
And there it is. It's the Cats. They've come so close so many times in the last 44 years. But the torture is finally over. Geelong are the premiers for 2007. It's fair dinkum unbelievable, Bobby.
We're always on the ball. We play the game as it should be played. At home or far away. Our banners fly high from port to dark. Down at Cordelia Park.
Guys to take a mark. Belperovic couldn't hold that, but there's too many defenders there. But now, and there's the siren, and the Blues have won the 1982 grand final. 14-19, 103 count, defeating Richmond 12-13, 85. And no wonder they're happy. so they should. It was a great move placing that fellow at centre-half forward after half-time. And David Parkin must be a very proud man because this is the second year they've won the premiership. Won them back-to-back, and that takes a lot of doing. A great performance. Big Wow Jones, he didn't do a bad job on the ruck. Johnson coming up. Of course, it was a game, Bob, full of incidents. The Richmond players, they're very dejected because at one stage of the match, they looked as though
Their greatest ever margin in a grand final. It doesn't get better than that.
Year, but Swans go forward. Seconds tick down. Haywood. That's a touch ball, so this is going to be played on. And with 3 seconds left, look at Zach Tui. Cats fans, stand up to your full height.
So Leo Barry in the back pocket. Heads along the boundary line. Oh, good mark by Cox. Cox throws it onto the left. One last roll of the dice for the Eagles! Leo Barry, you star! Bob Murray reincarnate. The longest premiership drought in football history is over. For the first time in 72 years, the Swans are champions of the AFL.
Cheer, cheer the red and the white. Honour the name by day and by night. Lift that noble banner high. Shake down the thunder from the sky.
To Brayshaw. Sparrow working hard, and Fritz is going to get another look. Tom McDonald times the ticking. Every heart is beating true and blue for the red and blue. After 57 long years, the Demons are